play, like, and it just flows to me. And the fact that I can read people pretty well just helps the process even better.
Yeah, I want to know more about that process of being
Special power.
psychic. Is it just like how do you read? How do you find a pattern in somebody's gameplay?
Sometimes I throw baits out there where like I will do something that I would not normally do in a gameplay, and if I see they don't do anything about it, then I know from there what's their habits and what's their game plan when they're playing me.
Give me an example. Give me an example of like in SF4.
Okay, like let's say I have Balrog and I do one of his rush punches, right? Because he has like 4 different versions, right? A straight, a gut punch, an overhead, and a low. So I would do all 4 in a specific pattern to see how they counteract, like to see if they think I'm gonna do the same one twice, or am I following this specific one, or whatever. So from there, if I know, let's say I do a dash punch first one, and the second time maybe I'm gonna do a dash punch, but they start blocking low. From there, I know that okay, they're gonna keep blocking low, and that's why I just go into the overhead instead, because I know that they're thinking that I will never do that move.
What does Pringles mean? And what did Yipes invent that?
Yeah, Yipes invented the Pringles terms, and it basically means that you break easily. Because if you think about the Pringles chip, they break easily. So if you're Pringles, that means you break easily.
And Haagen-Dazs?
Oh, I don't know what Haagen-Dazs is. It just sounds funny. It just sounds funny.
Scoops.
Yeah, Scoops Haagen-Dazs, right? So I would think, in my opinion, Scoops is when you get grabbed because you're scooping someone. Yeah. So I guess to compliment Scoops, they say Haagen-Dazs because you could get a scoop of Haagen-Dazs ice cream and shit. The Marvel scene is more thugged out. They talk more shit. And Street Fighter 4 scene, they're just casual. They just want to play the game. But it's good. Street Fighter 4, I like the Marvel scene because I like the shit talking, the drama. But all the Marvel players are converting to Street Fighter 4, so they're bringing the shit talking and the thugging out to Street Fighter 4. So it's going to be interesting to watch and to see how it's developed and everything.
What about East Coast, West Coast beef? Is it kind of died out because Marvel's over? Or
it's not died out because Street Fighter 4 is a new game, and everyone wants to see who's the better coast. And like West Coast did some good shit here, but East Coast retaliate back. Like me winning the GameStop finals promotes me as the national champion. So East Coast is the national champion.
Who's the best on the West Coast?
I don't know actually. It's pretty random. It's inconsistent placings. Like one day you can see Gutex getting first. The next day you can see Gutex getting 13th. Yeah. So it's inconsistent. But that tells us that there's a lot of good players out there. Yeah. So hopefully, at EVO we'll see what they have to bring to the table.
And what about this? I saw this interview on YouTube, like by Dark Prince. Have you ever seen that where he trashes everybody?
Oh, that's a long time ago.
I know, it's a long time ago.
But
has that ever been resolved? Like that tension?
Yeah, that's been resolved. Not a lot of people like Dark Prince. He's a cool guy in person, but you know how offline thugging people are. Yeah. Online, offline type of personalities. But
ultimately, if East Coast vanquished all those players.
Yeah, East Coast vanquished West Coast and Marvel Capcom 2 at Evolution. It definitely did.
Yeah. So those matches must have been ridiculously hyped.
Yeah.
Although it must have been more West Coast players there because it's in
West Coast territory, and but there's a bunch of East Coast people came, so you see like one side of the room is West Coast and the other side of the room East Coast, chanting like they're close and shit. But in the end, I beat Chunkster, who's from California, for the Marvel Capcom 2 title, so that was good.